Alright. It's time to rank up again. I think I've been a little too stubborn sticking to aggro, and people have caught up. I think Mardu slash Boros is not as open anymore. And it's really, this format is about two archetypes. Like, one is go as greedy as possible, obviously. You want to figure out the mana. That's the puzzle you need to solve during the draft, and then figure out your synergy still. Like, often the greedy decks will just have dragon synergy. Sometimes you'll have some mill stuff. Sometimes you'll just have enough bombs. So it's the challenging part is you kinda need to figure out which lane is gonna be more open in a draft. I don't think this format you wanna read signals in a sense of what color is there more. It's more like, do you go Boros route because those colors have the best aggro creatures, or do you go greedier? If you're somewhere in between, often that's too mid-rangey, and that doesn't compete well versus the power of individual cards or the power of those like big decks, and even sometimes you get out aggro. So I just want to get into it with a more open mindset. Okay, so there's a Paranation, which can be an interesting card. It does have terrible win ratio, so I don't think I'm taking that here. I played with it. I honestly didn't have that much success with it. Sometimes you get the board is still too wide for one creature to matter. Sometimes it's hard to set it up. Sometimes there are counter spells. So I'm really between, do we just take Exhale because it's such a good removal? -3/-3 for potentially 1 or 2 mana. Instant speed. It is awkward because it doesn't leave us necessarily that open to like an aggro deck which wants to be usually Boros main. But it is a good card usually in those greedy piles, especially a good early play. There's an Adept. Pack Beast is great. I had quite some success with Stalwart. I think I'm gonna just take Exhale. Again, like I feel like I'm more open to multiple archetypes now. So we get a really good rare, a pretty busted Boros rare, or Boros like white rare. Your opponent can cast spell during your turn. You can really set up a turn where you just do your thing and maybe finish the game like that. Maybe go for a big pump spell or something. If you go 5-color lane, Relic is one of the more important cards. And with Exhale, I kinda wanna take that. But I'm a little bit worried that we're gonna pass the whole aggro deck. But what if we do something different and take the Relic here? Because I don't think this is a good card in a greed pile, because this card just cares about attacking early. Like, it's good at producing multiple bodies, and it does that really well for 2 mana. So, might regret it, but I'm going with a Relic here. Am I regretting it? I kinda do, because like, this lane is now open, but our 2 cards, first 2 cards don't go there at all. But I think like reading signals like your traditional way is just not that effective in this format. I'll go with Dragon Sniper. It is a creature that let us, that works with Relic really well and let us stall. So I'm completely happy taking that card, but I don't like that we're passing all the Mardu stuff, but okay. I went a little bit intentionally just to do something different. And then we get a second Relic, and this is like where I feel really comfy doing now the greed stuff, because now it gets consistent. The biggest issue is how people draft greedy decks. They often think like, yeah, I can play everything now, but you still want your base to be 1 or 2 colors, and this way we can go heavy green, and then Relic will help us splash the bigger cards. Also, like, ramp into the bigger cards. So we need to make sure we have enough cheap creatures. Sometimes even like a go white spell will help us activate these relics. But I'm so happy taking it here. There's a really late Shock Brigade, but again, you cannot dwell on those thingies. There's a land which I could take. I really like Champion of Dusan in these sort of decks. This is just something, it doesn't really have a real identity here, but it does a lot of things. It blocks alright, but it also pressures other greedy decks. So I don't know. I'm kind of on that. Like I could just take a land as well. I'll probably take a land. Maybe we get the champion later. We gotta take lands in some of these packs. So evolving wilds here because it's just easiest to fix with it. Like goes all 5 colors. While this is more narrow. Something like a leopard. Or even if we go white made King Guard is interesting because it makes like multiple relics kind of produce the mana. But let's go with the Evolving Wilds. It's a pretty medium pack, so we can just take a land from it. Tawny Back has similar features as Dusan. It's just that it's a little bit harder to cast, but it does help you fix and all. This card has been performing really well in this lane. We could take a monument here as well. That helps with the mana. I'm gonna take the Tawny Back. You know what? You want to do something early. There's a dragon. Usually you want dragons in these decks. So if we go like blue-green main, this would allow us to counter stuff. And it's a decent body, not the greatest here. Otherwise, so I'm gonna take it. Like sometimes you just need dragons for dragon synergies. And with a 1-drop, we can sometimes go turn 3. Storm Brute. So don't hate that. Oh, that's a late adept. Might be still on a land or even the Woti. I'm just gonna still take a land. I think we're trending to be Timor. Another land, but now yeah, we gotta go for some power eventually. But this makes me not regret. Well, we get another one. I really love these once you have the mana for it to cast them on turn 3 because they do help you smoothen the hand out as well in these decks, and they are aggressive versus other greedy decks. This way we kind of have a more focused greed pile, if that makes sense. Wildtrite is not really a card for this sort of deck, so I'm just taking Reclamation just in case. Wow. Ha. I love a Sarkhan, but Warden is probably just a better card. Sarkhan is a 2-drop, and we do care about dragons, and ramping is huge, but this is the play booster thingy happening here. Warden does, what does it do again? +1 counter on end step, and then a non-token creature. It endures X. Yeah, I think we're taking that. It just requires less work than a Sarkhan, even though Sarkhan is, I'm quite high on that card. There's some other pickups like Vanguard would be good. I like a rally, Monument potentially. But nice to have a bump. We need to make sure we get more early stuff. Like we could count Stormbrute as a potential 2-drop. If we have it on 2, we can counter their 2-drop. Doesn't always work like that because this is really specific, but it is flexible in a sense that there's also a dragon. We could be somewhat of a stompy deck with these, but I don't think you really worry too much about that. You just include the towny backs, and sometimes the curve out just works your way. So am I still on Evolving Wilds? Or am I now on Scale or even something like a Dragonstorm? But I'm a little bit worried that we have too many do-nothings on 2. There's another Storm Brute. If we want to go down that route and maybe even go more dragon heavy, I might just take a Storm Brute. I kind of like the appeal of that. Or maybe try to get Dragonstorm and then wheel that. Because Dragonstorm is really good. Because our mana looks alright, and we might even wheel one of the lands. I'm taking the Storm Brute. Maybe we do something funky with it. More dragons. This one we can take. It's just a good one. And we're going from blue-green, it seems, because we want these early. I would play New Way Forward. I think that card is okay. Upraiser is great. The land. But, I mean, we are doing this thingy. Like, we wanted to be in this archetype since I started with Relic, and it's kind of working out. I really think Dragon Claw Strike just steals games out of nowhere. Imagine putting it on Teval or even on our Storm Brute. So I'm taking that here. I'm a big fan of Snakeskin Veil. Exhale would be great. Pummeler might be just on a Snakeskin Veil. Like imagine like protecting these when you go for like big pumps. Protecting something like a 6/6. For Snakeskin Veil, I think it's pretty valuable. I do like these 2 cards though, and I guess I would probably play this even like this is gonna be cheap. Maybe I take that. I'm gonna take the removal. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be I should be going into greed. I think it's like better to have quality. I convinced myself there. Really good land for us. Let's splash white. We'll have to play all colors eventually, or at least one basic of each. Even though relic fixes for one color on itself. Well, I'll take it now. I think it's better than Narset, even though both are kind of conditional. But Narset in this deck just doesn't do that much. Cannot do much with Anchor right now. I guess a Dragon. But rare is a rare. Okay, so there's our scale if we want it, and I think we do want it. We need early game. This is a little bit awkward. We will have to go black main, but then it fixes, so it's not. It is interesting. Could just take a devotee here. Make sure we have the mana. It's also an early creature for relics. I know there's focus the mind, but our card advantage also comes from this now, and relic kind of. We're fine. Yeah, it's just a cheap creature. We need to make sure our curve works out. We will the exhale. That is great. At one point, I need to decide how many I play, but I think 2 is a safe spot. And now I'm taking the upraiser. We have 2 of these already, and they're somewhat questionable still because you need spells, but you do have some number of spells in these decks usually. Exhale doesn't work, but relic works, and the removal works. Just gonna take focus the mind. The stillness is not playable. We could take it for gems basically, but okay, I maybe want another card advantage spell. Ooh, and whale as a last pick. We're eating well today. We are eating well. Okay, give us something good. Okay. By the way, don't sleep on Botanist. It's an insane card. Either way, like insane to draw because it's statted so well and has a card advantage ability. But with relics, you just tap it down whenever, even if the board is clogged. There's some argument to play this because it helps us splash and it gets us dragons back. So that would be also. Well, it gets the dragons from the library, our bomb. But I'll just take the botanist. I think it's too important. It's literally a combo with our 2 relics. And now this is the thing about, this is the beauty about this mana. We just take now every bomb we see. Familiar is great. Killing enchantment is valuable. Countering, they can just body plus something. So it's a 2-for-1 at least. And I think even the you gain 3 life, surveil 3 is worth a card almost. So it does feel like 2-for-1 almost always. And this would get us relics back. It would give us our bombs back. Otherwise, I could take a lantern or even dragon spray is interesting here. Do we need it that badly? We do have some counter spells. I might want it here, honestly. Make sure we survive. Although there are some neat combos with that. Mana is also a consideration. So we're basically now Sultai all of a sudden is splashing red. I'll take a dragon spray. A removal cannot really hurt that badly. This doesn't do much for us, does it? No, we don't have any counters. The rare I don't want to splash. It's more of an aggro card. Our Boros would also look pretty good slash Mardu. Rebuff, land, dragon. We don't need a dragon in this deck, do we? We don't have the column. I like rebuff with these. You can discard it. I mean, I could take a mana ramp spell. This monument is so good, but I think we just take the dragon. Oop, I just clicked on it. I wanted to talk about it a little bit. So if we're gonna do dragon stuff, I can have I can play a Dragonstorm. Dragonstorm is actually quite nice with triggering these as well. Since you get it back and then play it next turn attack for 4. What else is there? I don't know, a dragon. How do we feel about a Mardum monument? Do we need it? Sculptor, but I don't think Sculptor is that needed. We could just take a procession. It's kind of neat with the Evolving Wilds even. I don't think we need that devotee. Second Snakeskin will, but we have one already. I'm just taking the devotee. We're going from blue green. And we need to make sure our mana works. Well, that's a late Mardu Devotee. That hurts me. Because that card is so good. I don't think we really want anything here. I might play the Blitzer. Blitzer is kind of good. As your card draw, it's better probably than Focus the Mind. Although Focus works with Stormbrew decently well. We double spell pump attack. Because I think we're decently aggressive actually with this deck. I'll just take the land here. We have enough playables. I was avoiding these sorts of decks because they're somewhat really forgiving to draft. I think you still can do a better job at navigating those drafts than maybe like somebody that's not that experienced with how 5-color works, because like the consistency comes from having a core in maybe two colors and then splash everything from there. But I'm just not the biggest fan of this play style. But if that's what it takes to win, I'll draft it. Serpent is kind of a good card, I think, as a one-off at least. But we need to probably make cuts. Let's see. I like to cut lands here just to see a share count. I think our mana will work no matter what. So Serpent is a potential non-inclusion. Dragon Spray we keep. We have a Warden. I forgot about the Warden. So we do have some bombs. We don't have like debusted bombs like Warani or what you call it, Ugin, stuff like that. But you cannot always get those. Do we need a Devotee? Rebuff is questionable. Rebuff is kind of good because we'll be able to discard it though. Might even consider it. Cut one Exhale, just play one. Dragon Striper, Devotee. Well, we could cut one of the devotees. I'm not even sure which one is better. This one is better versus aggro, but the Sultai devotee fixes are for black, which I think it's maybe more important here. Although we are Sultai main more than we are. But for that reason, because we have more red lands. So maybe this can go. Let's figure out the mana first. Maybe that will give us a better direction. So we need at least minimum 8 green, but might even want the 9th one because relics then produce all the mana. 5, 6, 7. This is 8. And then 3, 4, 5, 7 at least, because like, we can get it from relic as well, the mana, but might go 8. Might change my mind on that. And then I would say we want one. Yeah, we want at least 2 swamps. That might be even low. And now we're talking 14 lines. Okay, we still have some room. One mountain. I don't think we need more than one mountain. Because this is already 3, 4, 5 plus 2 relics is 7. And I would say a plains, but we could go without the plains. But I'll play a plains. And then another swamp. We have a Dragonstorm, a little bit clunky mana. But I am keeping. I'm gonna fetch green first. Maybe we get an untapped source. Now that might be still better to go tap land. Yeah, I'll still go tap land. And here we got the loot, because otherwise we're not hitting land drops. That's great. Go minus a relic. Relics are so good though. I don't want to go minus a land. What if I just discard the Gold Keeper? It is value in the yard. We lose a dragon for Exhale, so maybe that was a mistake. Okay, not a mistake. Because this is still 2 mana, otherwise like it's just like if we wanted to play it this turn. But I like relics to finish the game, but maybe it's a little bit greedy. It is what it is. So I made a potential pun there. Not playing that out. The other land last turn. Okay, so we do have that, but it might be a scale. Now we can go this. They're just gonna exhale it. Okay, okay. They ever try to find an untapped land, play another relic out. Kinda dig that. Counter? Sure. Now we can go these two next turn anyhow, or the dragon if they... we'll see. Dragon gives us value there. Huh. Okay, now we can go these two and just counter. A dragon potentially. Gotta counter it. It's too much value. Plus it's just tempo efficient. Don't need to show them the dragon. Land from the top. So we're comboing. We're gonna take 4, but I think we're fine. Now we're getting into territory where we're gaining life. They didn't attack. Oh, because they would give us a free attack, but does that really matter? Okay, so now we're talking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I'll just jam the dragon. We get a Dragonstorm. I do maybe want... I want a counter spell still up, probably. I don't even hate these dragons. We have a Dragonstorm. Then we have still 5, yeah. I want to do it in this order because I don't want to take life. Oh, wait. I don't think we need that. I forgot about this ability. It doesn't have another ability, which is kind of sick. Well, might as well do it. Although, having the dragons is just better. This is close because it is some tempo efficiency. There is some tempo efficiency to that. Well, that's completely fine. Sure. The dragon lives. So I could just go here. Attack for 10. I could also just make one of the tokens. But maybe we just go for this. And I can cast that one out still. I guess I could go with both, but I don't know. I don't think we need to loot that badly. Next turn we can pump that. Would be card advantage, but oh, maybe I should have done it. Maybe it would be 2 life as well. Sure. I mean, as long as they don't kill the dragon, we're completely fine. So if we get a removal or a 3, 4, 5, 6, a land does it as well. Yep. I like how we can keep it sort of straightforward, like aggressive even, and still have the quality. Have two lands again. I think we gotta keep those hands. There's a Dragonstorm. There's just always gonna be tap lands in these decks, so is it green? Don't have black yet. I'll just go this first. Can decide next turn. Yeah, I'm going for green. Gonna wait with Dragonstorm. Now we can decide on either of these. Warden has a higher upside. But here when they have untapped mana and all, I'll just start with Tawny. I don't know exactly what we discard though. Okay, counterspell, bargain, fine. Bargain is a really good card. Maybe discard familiar because we don't have black. But familiar is a good card. Well, we do have black here. Guess we're going with one removal then. Now we can exile. We can do it now. We could kinda like just exiling it. Because if we get a land, we have these two. Just kinda huge. Dragon now. Maybe I want the Voti, then I can have that up. Or just play the dragon and something and other stuff. But I do lose a creature here for the warden. I do like the warden to smooth our mana for next turn. Well. Well. I don't need to show them a dragon. Exhale is so good. Now we have that up. They could block, I mean they probably wouldn't, but will they activate it? Because there is a danger of us having a kill spell from their perspective. Okay, that we counter. Oh no, wait. This works with Whale. I keep on forgetting about the ability. That's completely insane, by the way. So I can. No wait. No it. Huh. It doesn't work with colored mana. Okay, what am I doing? Still fine. Probably needed these two. Okay, we didn't get punished. I forgot how Delph works for a second. You still need the colored mana. Okay. We go to. Well, we do have that, so I guess we just block. Play this out, lose 3. And they make a 7/7. Well, we have a Death Toucher for that. Have to be careful to not lock ourselves from the game. Because you cannot really attack. Oh, they go for it. I like that they go for it. Okay. So this just gets a card and makes a creature here. Huh. Playing that next turn is probably better because we get a bigger creature. They can destroy that, but it's fine. Can still play it this turn. We would lose 2 life though. We care? I mean, maybe we care. It's also a bigger creature next turn. This is -6 life. Okay, we got the mana to some degree. It cannot cast this yet, but you just gotta keep those hands. Sometimes these decks just don't start the most, well, that's a problem. That is a real problem. What do we get here? We need this. We need either blue or another green. I got like another green, then blue, white. Oh, but no, I gotta get blue. Because we can get our Jeskai card, and then we cannot cast it from this land. Here's an interesting spot because Warden has a way higher upside. But I'd rather lose Townie. So I'll probably just play that. Townies are awesome. It's also often you want to go from these colors either way in these piles, so... Yep, so there's a removal. They get value again. Can maybe use this now to block it or something, ambush it. Think I'll do it. Could counter a creature though, but they just... What if they just do that? Should have had the ability to resolve first, that was sloppy. Double relic? Do we ever just take both? Probably one. Still expensive. Okay. 5/5. Didn't have a removal. Might be dragon time. Warden relic is an option. We can set up for a kill with the dragon. And then also we get a 1/1. Or a 2/2 actually. No, it's gonna be a 1/1. We could pump the warden. This we take. Okay. Don't have a rebuff. Rebuff would be good versus either the 5/5s or bouncing our own stuff. Have it in sideboard. I think I didn't add it. Townie, okay. Ooh. So I'm definitely going this turn. Unless I could cast that. So yeah, I'm fighting here. I know we lose the pump, but This is insane amount of life. And also, like, we did it when they are tapped down, so it's more chances that they don't blow us out. Although, would they really wait with removal at this stage? Sure. Ouch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need the land. Now if this goes through, we draw 6 cards. They take 6 life. They can kill their own creature, but that's still fine. So I'm going... Could just take this damage because then this kills it. Although we'll probably have a kill. Depends if this goes through. We'll have plenty of stuff to do. I'll just do that. Let's go! 6 cards! That's awesome. This card is actually fine. I mean, I thought it would be more clunky, but it works when everything is greedy. Any value like that is just insane. Yep, they're on 1 card. So I'll play this first. I'll activate the thingy next turn. So we get the Dragonstorm back. At this point, we might want to ditch a tap line so it's not in the way too much. There's a dragon back now. You can still kill the 6/6. So I'm gonna take the damage from the 4/4. Attempt to kill the 6/6. There's more. There's more 5/5s. And now we get that. No, just go here. The 5/5s are actually a problem. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're on 10 cards. Gotta finish the game somehow. 3, so go to 7. Okay, we still gotta throw Blitzert. We're not putting anything into the graveyard anymore. 7 cards. Okay. So now we can make a dragon kill the 3/4. Yeah, maybe next turn is better for the dragon. Because Sniper just does such a good job at blocking now. Don't want to play that. Why would... well, it gives us mana either way, so... The tapping is fine. I think we're attacking at this point. Gotta play to win. We have these 2 up still. I don't think they have an attack. We have 2 Death Touchers. A 2/4. Yep. Better stuff in our turn because of... Ooh, nice. No, I'll go this dragon, then just go all in next turn. Just gonna attack. I know we lose a pump, but we have 3 more pumps next turn. I can even counter my own spell. Oh, they give something reach though. No, I'm sloppy. I'm playing sloppy. Also should have attack with that then as well. Double pummelers. Okay, okay. That was a little sloppy. Yeah, that was bad from from my side. I don't know what I was thinking there. I completely, yeah, whatever. We gotta focus now. We have a removal, okay. But we can kill that one, that's fine. So we gotta go dragon first. And dragon goes face here. And pass. This find removal. Take that. These decks are pretty forgiving. I'm playing poorly, but doesn't really matter. Because I missed an attack. Like I did at least 2 awkward plays there. And that is these. We can go. Like we have actually 2 drops here on the draw, but that's fine. Can't go Towny back on 3, but more important to add to the board. It's actually interesting. Don't have anything that blocks 4 bear right now. We might trade, although like on 4 we can block it there. Oh, they don't attack. I guess it makes some sense. But now if we trade, we get value. Well, value they can get it back eventually. I'll just chill. If they don't want to attack, go red here. Because eventually the dragon blanks it, so I think if we have a creature matchup 1, why offer the trade? Does that make sense? Could have gone this into dragon. But I really like scale here. Or either the dragon counter. Nothing. What happens if I just pass here? Then we have double blue. Scale gets worse if I play the dragon out. This will just counter. I go this first. I want the value. I probably discard. Wait, not that. Probably discard the tap land anyhow. They're just Orzo. That's a good card. We can kill it in response to dragon entering now. I'll just pass. I like killing it end step. Or countering a creature. Countering a dragon, even. I think it's close between killing it or just surveilling, but I don't think surveil does that much here because we have Dragonstorm either way. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, that makes the next turn so insane. I'll just wait here. Protect it. Play the Dragonstorm. Don't need white probably. Just attack with that. Play another dragon out. Let's go. Oh wait, that triggers. Damn. See, I'm sloppy today. I'm really sloppy with my plays. I thought this triggers only on non-creatures. Not my comfy zone of the deck, I guess. I played mostly aggro this format, but we're learning. Okay, that dies. Do we have it? I think we have lethal. One card. Plus 2, 7. Oh, it's 14. Also more damage. Would have lethal if I didn't mess up last turn. Man, this Stormbrood is a house. It has my type of ability. The abilities I like, the prowess type of stuff. I just need to read cards. Sniper Relic, good enough of a keep, and then we can go Towny. Love a Towny. I'll just play 5 color the aggro way. I'll do it my way. Never play around counter. I kind of want to have the relic. I think I could play around the counter here. Because it doesn't really hurt us that much. Next turn we have this. Oh wait, oh my god, I'm so bad. Okay, this run is embarrassing. Do have a counter, so maybe we get rewarded because I'd rather have this now. I don't have another counter op. I mean, we kinda got the pressure. Okay, so I actually got rewarded by making bad plays because I'd rather pressure early now with them being mana screwed. Do I actually trade? Maybe not. I'll just attack with this. Because that transfers into so much more damage if they don't add to the board. Don't have black to double spell. Fight spell. There. Ouch. Guess we kill it. I mean, I could trade play that, but that seems bad. Green, white, 2. Oh, I thought it was snakeskin. Well, now we have snakeskin. That's pretty good. Still pretty good. Gain some life, but we make a 5/4, add another creature to the board. We only need a black source. Yep, that's good for them. Really good. Okay. There's our black. But we want the relic, so go here. Probably. Just straight. I think we take it still. Just too good. Not a dragon. 3, 4, 5, 6. And this has Vigi, so if we get a land here, we can make a dragon. I'll still take that. Wait, second one? Well, I can counter that. Well, there's a combo. This is just so insane. Might be one of the best non-rare synergy in this format. Is not a lot of synergy. There's like dragon synergy, obviously, which is the obvious part, but most of the thingies are just good stuff in this format. Opponent goes to 6. I think, well, I guess if there's a counter, the 2-drop is better, but if there's removal, the relic is better. They are in blue, so it goes either way. I'll play relic if we get, well, it's just like there's probably more chances that there's removal. Now it can be both. What can we do next turn? I think I might want to block here. Still can tap it down even if they use a turn here to kill it, but have a creature for relic either way. Okay, so that would kill it no matter what. Well, I can draw it and we have a counter spell for next turn, but we have to get a land in Upraiser, which is actually likely gonna happen. Well, likely we get 2 cards deep. Fine. Fine. It's a tap land. Counterspell is still pretty valuable in these grindy matchups. Unlucky that we cannot deal with... Well, we cannot deal with that now either. I can block it. I have that, but maybe this is just better. No, to ditch that. It's clunky. Well, that we counter. That's a pretty good counter. That would destroy something and get something back later. Now we killed the... I could draw, but they won't really be attacking, and I don't want them to draw. So I'll just pass here. The trade seems awful because we can later kill it with Relic. Okay. Three, four, five, six, 7. So if we get a land, we can. I don't want double block necessarily. Okay. 5 colors versus 5 colors. That's the meta. That's gonna be every second or even every other match. This is great. I might want the draw now. Might just want to draw. Just pass. I'm taking 4 cards if they let me. Okay, they won't. Then we're making a dragon. Oh, this is on cast though. Okay. I'm keep on missing stuff with the Storm Brute. I mean, at one point I'll actually read it. And once I read it, well, now we probably learn the hard way on every freaking mode. So it's a non-creature spell or a dragon spell, but it has to be cast. Man, Sweep is kind of a good card, isn't it? Fixes a lot of damage, but I do like having a kill spell, so maybe we just try to trade. This will untap eventually. 'Cause they might also swing back. And then we get to use that. What do you get? That's fine. Well, they cannot cast it this turn unless they have a land. They have a land, but it's a tap land. They just don't want to attack. Need black. I think that doesn't... Well, eventually we'll have to kill it, probably. So we will deal 4 damage. I'll just wait. I'll be a patient boy. Because this is the only creature that potentially attacks now, and that would be dope. No. Opponent is on to us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, so we do get... we play around the counter. Next turn we get a dragon, a life-linking dragon. Also, there's a chance they want to fight the dragon, and then this up is neat. So there's benefits of waiting. Oh, that's neat as well. Dragon time. I'll just sit on this 4/4. 4/4 lifelinker is a Baneslayer. Do we draw? They probably will. They probably will not attack. So it's either kill it or have a counter up. I'll just... it goes both ways. I think we actually... I'd rather kill it. There's also a chance they attack, but unlikely. Oh, well. Ooh. That's dope. They probably have a kill spell. But if they don't, we draw 4. Let's go. We've been playing lands out. We can still do it, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can still do it. Relics are insane. New Wave forward is insane. There's a lot of like cards that perform differently than we thought they would. The format is a little bit funky. Okay, our final boss. Can we get a 7-0? So we have a play. And we're really close to a townie back. I'll keep. A little bit risky. But we have a... Well, cannot counter a 2-drop. Like, it would be way better on the play. That is true. It would be way better on the play. But then again, we have more chances to get to our lands. So I don't know, a little bit risky, but sometimes you just gotta go for it. So this one is interesting. I'll just play a relic out. I'd rather counter a 2-drop here, but then again, the odds of that happening are not that high. Since it's turn 3, they usually want to have a 3-drop. But we did get our mana. I'll just play a creature here. I could have killed one of the thingies, but... Okay, so this one will go up to 4. It might be worth trading. Okay, they didn't get it. Now it's debatable. Never mind. We don't get to... So this gets a little bit awkward. I could try to ambush something. They're on 2 cards. If they play something pre-combat, we get maybe rewarded. So I really like that. Is Appraiser too slow? Because I can get a land from... Like, I could go Appraiser there. And then I have Warden plus Appraiser. Kinda dig that. Okay. Kirin is a flyer. That's a little bit awkward. We do have flyers though. So now we gotta go this one. No, that's better. And then what? Like they would have probably just. I mean, they could have killed that. So they have 1 card also. And even if we lose Warden, we still have somewhat decent blocks. That gets back. Who gets a permanent back? I think we do we double block? I think we gotta. Okay. Even better. So we definitely have to kill the 3-4. 3, 4, 5. I think it's just the land. Goes to 4. Goes to 5. Oh no, this one grows. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Sure. Just want a dragon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. Now we're just going white. I'm not taking any life. I want to attack once before we take life. Sure. That's fine. That's more than fine. So let's try this first. Like we could get a land, just kill something with a relic. There's so many options, but they kinda saw it's over. Alright, this was refreshing. I'm gonna now probably lean a little bit more into this route because I like the combination of going big but also applying pressure and having consistency, because I think this is what a lot of the 5 colors decks don't have, but you can definitely draft towards that. So thank you so much for watching.